Season 2020 is underway. Soldo got to hold himself underneath it. Curnow, quick kick out of the middle, and he has now. Pickett. End on end, inside 50. Curnow goes back to lend a hand. Plowman.
A wide ball, but it's well directed. Petrevski-Seton's had a fair bit of it, and Curnow had to sit and wait, and he took a good mark.
But it was the strong through the hips. You can see that's someone who's now done half a dozen pre-seasons and getting that mature body to stand strong. And
Carlton.
Another good tackle. These are good little moments. They've got to capitalise, though.
Curnow's
change angles.
Yep, finds down.
Conceded the first 5 goals against Richmond in the first game of the season. Came back hard in the second half.
Just go with some hack kicks out of defence.
Martin, we know, can rise. Couldn't mark it. Curnow crumbs it. Hands it to Lang. It's bending. Not too bad.
Coming back to Curnow, so another opportunity for Carlton. It's a crowded forward line. Only 4 Melbourne players not in their defensive 50. Big pack of players, as you'd expect. Lang on the left, and the Blues have got 2 in the space of 2.
Boundary. Jones. He wants to keep it alive. Curnow does keep it alive. Abler kicks it off the deck. Gets it inside 50. Selwood. High tackle on Curnow, according to the umpire.
He's got the job of running to Joel Selwood. Ed Curnow is looking to be positive and get as much of the ball as he can as well when the opportunity presents itself.
Good Geelong College, Geelong Falcon kid, Ed Curnow. And Mottawa can do that if the ball's on the other side of the ground for the majority of time. Curnow allowed to play onto advantage here. Out wide to Casbolt, got there.
Super kick, super kick.
Doherty in the meantime comes up with it. Danger still has hardly moved. Curnow pokes it inside 50 to Martin. Well, their marks inside forward 50. Kingy was waiting at the back. Nothing by hand to go to. Floats it to Rowan, who's got the hot hand right now. Tried to land and take it and run. Couldn't. Walsh slips the tackle by Selwood, and that's tough to do. Ed Curnow, Patrick Cripps.
The ground, but his composure was good. Now Curnow. Wide to Gibbons.
Doherty. Curnow will turn around, and so he's got options out wide.
Attempted the running talk, high degree of difficulty, and Curnow did well.
Blues want to keep it in open play. Bill Chambers gang tackled by a couple of Blues.
Kernan, Shield, got to keep fending grimly.
Well done,
Forward came Simpson. Curnow flicks the handball out. The Blues inside 50 again, and all on his own.
He has become a better kick, Bruce. So Marshall over the top of Pittenay, career getting towards Tannerbridge. Gee, Billings attacked it hard. He came from nowhere. Curnow
It's there. So is Doherty. Squirted the handball back to Ed Curnow, and a centering ball to Gibbons.
A clever kick by Curnow just to square it up to the free player.
Fends him off. Good late lunging tackle, and Curnow couldn't get it out. Gibbons. Goals kicked. I mean, this is Curnow's goal. English, Pitternet, Curnow got away from Bontempelli. Blues inside 50 again, and Martin from Cordy. He's caught, shrugs it, gave to Bontempelli, gang tackled, gone. Ball. Ed Curnow
Let it go.
says to the Bont, I'll be doing this all day. Well, when you can come up with, given this goes through, 2 goals from forward half tackles in the first quarter, that is an extraordinary return.
Bailey, watch it. Hands down.
Underrated Ed Curnow, 2nd and 3rd in the best and fairest the last 2 seasons. You won't see any "We Love Ed" signs in the grandstands from Carlton fans, but
They'll be I love Eddie Bet.
they got a couple of Eds they do love. And he spanks that straight through the middle as well. To defend, they're getting it inside. There's nothing pretty about it at the moment. It's just hard and tough in the clinches, and a double tackle, and the Bont was going nowhere. Umpire was left with no option. Bang, you're gone.
Sends a great message to the team as well. When you know...
Nunes goes live. Bontempelli. Curnow was right with him. He rides him all the way to the grass. Pitternet grabbed the crumb from the ball flicking through Butler's fingers. Cripps dives in, flicks it out. Curnow, they're inspired right now, the Blues. Heads out wide to Walsh. Was there. Picks it up, gave it to Ed Curnow. who's been spectacular himself, heads wide to Kennedy. With over the head though, Smith. Pinnonet waiting for it. Curnow back towards the wing. On Fox Footy Live. Curnow with the kick away to half forward. Casbolt. That's what they're trying to create.
Advantage is paid. Cunningham darts away, uses the left to get it to half forward. Mackay.
And charges to goal. Does what Steve Motlop did earlier in the term.
And that again was good work from Doherty. He was the spare, so the kick had to...
7. Charlie, one off the lead in the Coleman race. Martha opens it up, had the handball to Ruckman. Laddams tried to connect with Rosie but failed. Curnow running.
Giving it out. Also know the blokes that don't like receiving bumps, and they're very good at tracking them down.
Always gets caught. Hello?
Sounds like that you've learned that from growing up at home, Geordie.
So Geordie, the message is jump on the front foot early.
We're on the same wavelength there, the two North players. Go to the players it was designed for. Curnow gives the genuine one-on-one chance. And Mackay did well initially, but Jack Nunes has the last say. Kicks it through off the left boot. Jones. Multiple tackles made there on Simpkin. He reckons
Today, Jack Nunes. 13 possessions, a couple of goals.
Martin went into a roadblock again, and the advance can be taken quickly on the advantage from Curnow to centre half forward. Good body work again. Opportunity a couple of weeks in a row. Impey came full charge, as you saw, seen off by Curnow. Deep ball, 3 against 1. So those Blues at ground level everywhere. Centre field, and Nunes has done it again. Work this one gradually out and through the middle, so it's aggressive approach here for Carlton. Curnow turns. Simpson's got up the ground. Curnow.
Down there.
Really interesting at the moment. Patrick Cripps almost on half forward, and Shannon Hearn giving it.
Opportunity on that occasion for Cameron. Simpson now wrong-footed there. Handball over the top is a good one to Ed Curnow. Neat little kick from Curnow out wide.
Oscar Allen. Now for Carlton. They've got one back. City.
Midnap wasn't expecting that.
He won't enjoy that. By himself, Nat Nui. Kelly wanted the free. Here's Cripps again.
Allen Wietering equal to the challenge. Fister from Duggan. Picked up nicely by Curnow. Swift good moments. Picked up by Rotham. And Allen well played again. Curnow did a great job. Full-chested. Just muscled his way through. Shepherd. Some wise heads back there for West Coast. Picks it up. Tunnel balled out by Curnow. And he's drawn the free kick. Unusual decision that was, but Ed has got what he wanted, and that's the footy. He's going to send the Blues to half forward. Beautiful lead presented by Levi Cascottrell.
Through came Curnow. Wobbles it inside 50 to Fisher.
Deep inside 50. Really put some pressure on. Look at Walters. Such a classy player. Well done though by Curnow.
Walsh. Now Crip.
Koning was superb. The athleticism over the top. Curnow's had a huge night. That was disposal number 29 and lead for the Blues. Good running there by Doherty to get on the end of that. Ed Curnow had a season high into the 30s last week in terms of touches. Good kick bets.
Okay, we might wait till Suns kick a goal, Abby, and then we might get another little feel of it, won't we? So hopefully we won't have to wait too.
It's all of a sudden gone through the roof. Anderson, Curnow.
Ellis getting sandwiched between them, so he's basically
a menace all night. Walsh, little 360, noon sharp handball. Ed Curnow gets a look from 45. This'll kill them. This'll hurt them. Ed Curnow, big goal.
Wasn't it? Curnow, Walsh involved in that play, but it's got a little bit of time and space just to squeeze that one through. And that's the improvement in this Carlton side.
Walsh, there is Ed Curnow. Did it the hard way, didn't he, Curnow? Through the cross.
A home and away match that means so much. Adams, little one, all to the Blues. Murphy getting close to 300.
But I think it was Maynard who cut across and watched it straight into his hands.
So all the umpires have got Walsh. Curnow squeezes the ball through. Terrific to centre field.
Good kick. Curnow found some space. And Collingwood at 6s and 7s for the moment, aren't they?
Ed, 1 metre. Go, guys. Right side here.
So Curnow kicked a couple in a match this year. He's got a good temperament. I reckon that helps with these set shots. He's got it. The Blues are going well.
Down through the middle of the ground, and you wonder how he finds space after just a centre clearance, and everyone had sort of had their match-up, but the Collingwood defence and midfield are all trying to get back and block up the space, but you still have to identify who's the most dangerous player.
Noons, Pendlebury just eluded him. Curnow, lovely dinky kick.
How they needed to tighten up defensively. They had 21 uncontested marks in the first quarter. They've only had 8.
Not quite, almost party trick. Thomas had it, went around out the back and couldn't quite complete the deal.
You've got to put it to the top of the goal square or take it over the boundary line, get a stoppage and let his defence set up behind the ball.
Curnow, thanks Luke, good kick by Curnow. Good give by Noons, good give by Murphy. The Blues are promising build-up. Curnow, lovely kick. Chris did well. Maynard, very good third term.
Only Paddy Dow. And now to Curnow, little kick. It's well weighted. Who's at home? De Koning and Three Pies. The Three Pies knock it in the Curnow direction.
Wonderful careers. Curnow ducked under the first tackle.
Carlton, high tackle.
Drew a high free.
650 games between them.
Play on.
Long ball. Martin at the back, Walsh at the front. This is a good start for the Blues.
As well. Petrevski-Seton down to Curnow. Clearing ball in the head of Martin. He's got to stand and deliver any action from the back.
Comfort in game number 200. To the ground, Taranto.
Yeah, GWS, remember, a win for them, and they go into the 8 at the expense of Melbourne.
Speculates with the handball. Curnow, tough and hard. GWS now got a bit of a stranglehold. What a Carlton got. They've got a big forward that works in Harry Mackay.
Speed and a good piece of it. Simpson. Curnow.
Who the good kicks are, what they're capable of doing with delivery of the footy.
Does that just come through time?
Well, it does, but also you got to get the right people kicking the...
Really have time to dispose of the football. Curnow, Fisher did really well to just throw it straight on the boot. Some joy for the Blues. Well done by Fisher, and finally...
He would bite off a little more than he could chew, which isn't necessarily a bad trait, but he's had to work hard to get back in. He looks a very likely type as a small forward.
Short space of time, Nunes scooped it out, gets away with it. Walsh, really clever footballer. Walsh to make it 2 in a row for the Blues. Here comes Carlton.
Oh, that's as good a throw as you'll see, but make the most of it.
Papley pressured off the footy by Curnow. They go inside 50 again, the Blues, and now it's going their way, and big Harry Marks plays on, hooks it around the body. Another one for Carlton.
What possesses you to do that? Got me beat. But what they did, I love this option. Don't be fancy, it's slippery. Just get it forward, play the territory game. It's a good mark. Good contribute as a forward.
Nice leap from Malia. Casbolt hits the footy. Didn't really favour anyone in a blue jumper. Cottrell arrives on the scene late. Can't complete the mark. Curnow just sits on the top.
Cripps. Or to offer options for a switch or downfield, so just very stagnant, even though they have started to take some...
Yes, they've actually been playing brilliant footy. Comebacks go, 43 points. Have to be the biggest of the year if they can do it. So the tie-up here, Curnow on lead. It was about 39 this time, Mark. Curnow. Showed some poise there, poked it. 6 does allow you to score quickly if you get the clearance. That could have been ball.
To the front. Curnow, a little one high, emerging.
That's great. When you wheel and go like that, that is really good play.
Play on.
Here's Curnow. Now Cripps back to Curnow. Gets around Ellis Yeoman and sticks it inside 50 nicely. Michael Gibbons.
Because they know that's exactly how they want the ball themselves.
Exactly, Dus. And he played on, and then you'd think on the move. And
when you do that, it's straight up and down. So ricochets back. Rayner went without the ball. And Curnow said, I won't. He got it from Kennedy, wanted to give it back off the ground. Was intelligent play in the end. Cade Simpson in his final and 342nd game. Nice ball from Curnow.
Hot footy. Walshing. The Blues needed it badly. Curnow out of the middle.
Picked up. Here's his marker, Curnow. That's heading towards goal. He might have got it. Ed Curnow, he has.
Bit of reward here for Ed Curnow. Such a hard-working player. Not much time to size that one up. Nice finish.